We often say, life is like a dream. All phenomena are illusory. Yet, in the ears of a true practitioner, this then phrase is far from passive escapism. It is an urgent breakout, a desperate escape right before our eyes. In the teachings of Illusory Abode Family Instructions, the master uses an extremely stark and unflinching brush to rip apart our sentimental misreading of illusion, laying bare the difficulty and ease of practice in raw, bloody reality for everyone to face. The maze of illusion. You are personally programming your own hell code. The very first barrier in practice is to recognize the illusory content you are currently authoring. The master strikes without mercy. The mind is like a screen, capable of projecting everything. Your present wisdom, merit, abilities, even the lingering pain and lack that haunt you are all things you yourself have manufactured. Many people ask, if everything is illusory, why bother practicing at all? The master's reply is deafening. Illusion comes in grades. If you create the 10 evil deeds, the screen displays hellish, greedy, chaotic phantoms. If you create the 10 wholesome deeds, the screen displays purity, vastness, and freedom. Practice is not about destroying the screen. It is about realizing, since all of this arises from your own mind, why do you keep clinging, entangling yourself, even trying to scoop gold from water and moon reflections? You think you are living, but in truth, you are merely replaying a self-scripted tragedy inside your own crude, fabricated illusions. Recognizing the truth of difficulty. Why can't you find that head-on-fire urgency? We often envy the ancient masters who saw peach blossoms and awakened, thinking it came too easily. But the teaching delivers a brutal line. Set aside how easily the ancients realized it. What about the difficulty before realization? The second patriarch, Huike, stood in snow up to his waist and cut off his own arm to seek peace of mind. Did it not hurt? Did he not feel the bone-chilling cold in his flesh and blood body? The master offers a strikingly modern explanation. When your aspiration for the Dharma reaches extreme urgency, a kind of sensory detachment occurs, because your mind has become so real that it forgets the body entirely. By contrast, why do we lack vigor in seeking the Dharma? The master gives a chilling analogy that makes cold sweat pour. If right now a fierce tiger opened its bloody maw behind your head, its hot, rank breath already on your neck, would you still feel tired from running? Would you stop to admire the roadside scenery? You'd only curse yourself for not running faster. The reason your seeking lacks intensity is that you haven't yet felt your head on fire. We always harbor wishful thinking that death is still far off, that we can muddle through today, yet we are already fish in dwindling water. The water is evaporating. Life is diminishing moment by moment, and still we leisurely squabble over a few scraps of fish food in that tiny remnant pool. The continuation of death. Do you think leaving the body brings liberation? The text mentions the film the pig at the crossroads, a terrifying metaphor for habit persisting even after death. Many believe death ends it all. Yet, death merely shifts the venue for your stubbornness to continue. The Master points out that those who haven't thoroughly studied Buddha Dharma hold deviant views of death, either total annihilation or instant liberation. In reality, after leaving the body, if your attachments from life remain unsavored, you will still believe I exist, still see, hear, crave, even take photos, play around, completely aware. You are now a bardo being. This karmic momentum will carry you into the next life as the student the teacher worries about most, unteachable, incapable, spinning in heavier triple karma and deeper afflictions. These habits are like an octopus's tentacles. In life you clutch wealth, lust, fame, food, sleep. After death, those tentacles still flail wildly in empty space. The more tentacles, the tighter the grip. You can never extract yourself from this quagmire. The practice of going against the current. If the thief mind doesn't die, the wisdom mind won't live. So what exactly is real practice? The Master gives only 4 words. Push through to the end. Practice is not a dinner party. It is a head-on collision with your own karmic habits. When you want to indulge in food, drink, and fun, you deliberately refuse to follow. When anger and hatred arise, you deliberately extinguish them. This process runs counter to the inertia built over millions of years. It is naturally as painful as severing an arm, as arduous as swimming upstream. The Master describes this stifling process as seeking an exit from inside an iron cauldron, forced out through sheer suffocation. Only when this thief mind dies completely can the wisdom mind come alive. Many retreat at this point, feeling life is too exhausting. The Master pierces straight through. This exhaustion is the soul-growing pain that takes you from sickness to health. If you refuse to endure this discomfort of going against habit now, what awaits is endless, deeper suffering. If you always crave an easy path without cost, hoping Buddhas and Bodhisattvas will simply hand you the fruit, that is not only expecting fruit without cause, it is arrogance toward truth. Why does Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva understand the sentient being so thoroughly? Because he has seen too many souls who promise beautifully one moment and turn their backs the next. Moreover, we must beware the trap of becoming Dharma hoarders. Dharma is the lifeboat to cross the river. Once across, you must leave it behind. If you merely memorized these principles without putting them into actual practice, the Dharma itself becomes a burden, turning you into a fool, carrying the boat on your back as you hurry along the road. You circle the Buddha's pointing finger thousands of times, marveling at how beautiful the finger is. Yet for your whole life, you never glance at the moon it points to. In the end, the text speaks with a nagging, motherly compassion. The Master of Jiangfang self-mockingly calls these words harsh speech, teaching people badly, because he fears everyone will turn these truths into yet another burden. Like a helpless dean watching a group of patients who refuse medicine or complain it's too bitter and demand sugar. He gazed it at us, the children playing by the roadside, skipping class, refusing to hurry on with deep feeling. Some fiddle with flowers and grass, others stuff a crab into their pocket, getting painfully pinched yet refusing to let go. The ancients found it easy because their sincerity made them forget difficulty. Modern people find it difficult because our hypocrisy chases only delusion. The path and practice of today's people are the very same as those of the ancients. The road has always been right under our feet. This practice is no performative imitation. It is a life or death breakout from the burning house of birth and death. As the Master says, if you can raise your aspiration for drama to the intensity of as if your head were on fire, then no road, however difficult, will remain difficult. In truth, this seemingly severe, harsh speech ultimately points to an extremely gentle reality, since everything manifests from your own mind. The karmic flames enveloping your body, the tiger closing in step by step, even this unsolvable deadlock, all are ultimately part of your own mind. Practice has no other purpose than to exchange your way of living amid this heart-shaking. Don't wait for the next life. The you of the next life may not have these eyes to read these words now, may not have this mind that trembles at as if your head were on fire. Right in this moment, extinguish the greedy fire burning your heart. Let go of that painful, illusory crab in your pocket. Don't look back, walk forward. The moment that restless thief mind dies completely, you will discover, in this illusory world of red dust, everywhere shines that never-setting bright moon.